Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm audible to you. Okay, we'll start the session. So before that, let me just revise what we have discussed yesterday. So yesterday we have discussed about first in the client member server. We discussed first how we can how we can reduce the wrong password attempt from unlimited to our required value 3 we have given. The next practical we have done whether the domain user login from the DC machine by default, no. So if you want the domain user to log in from DC machine, so as the administrator, we have to give the local logon policy. So we have discussed how to give the local logon policy. After that, the domain user can log in from the DC machine. Then after that, we started the permission. So yesterday we have completed. So then we discuss permission. So permission is basically is used for providing the security and sharing of the data. So permission is used for protecting the data and sharing the data. That's why we have two types of permission policies. So we have two types of permission. We have two types of permission policies. They are security level permission, which is used to protect the data, share level permission, which is used to share the data. So yesterday we have created the partition to protect the data by giving different user different permission. So this we have completed. And yesterday we discussed the theory part. Yesterday we have discussed the theory part of the share level permission and ABE. But we did not do the practical. So today we'll start the session with the practical. So share level is used to share the data, which can be done with the help of the share folder. So the share folder can be accessed, as I told you yesterday, three methods: a UNC path, network method, and a drive letter. So all the three I'll show you. Then how to create share folder, hidden share folder also we'll discuss today. Permission and to permission read and read write. So if you give read write, they can read, write, edit, and delete. Whereas in security level permission, if you give read write, you can read and write but can't delete. For that, you have to give the modified permission to delete. Okay. So this share level permission is used to share the data, which can be done from the DC machine. Security level permission is done on which machine you are keeping the data. There you have to apply the security level permission. So we kept yesterday the data in second machine, system 2. So we applied the security level permission on system 2. But to share the data, the to share the share folder. So that generally will be done from the DC machine. So have to create the today we have to create the partition in the yesterday we created in member server. Today we need to create it in the DC machine. Then keep some data, then share the data with the help of the share folder. Then from the client machine, that is member server, we can access the share folder with the help of three methods: UNC path, network method, and drive method. So all the three methods I'll show you. So can I start the practical now? Yes. Can I start the practical? After that, we have to do the last practical ABE, which is a combination of security and sharing, through which we can, in a single share folder, some files we can share, some file we can restrict. So that will be our last practical. So let's move now with the practical of the share level permission. Security level permission, yesterday we have completed. So while the machine gets on, we can see the practical steps. So what is the practical we are doing today? Share level permission. Security level permission we have done yesterday. So this we have to do from DC machine. So go to the DC machine, create one new partition as you have created yesterday. The new partition, same way you create here. Keep some folder. Inside that folder, you can keep some folder or file, whatever you want to share it. Then make it as a share folder by giving different user different permission, like U1 read, U2 read write. Then we can access that through UNC path, through the network method, and through the drive letter. So all the three methods I'll show you. Okay. Okay, let's do it now. Okay. So yesterday we created the partition where in the member server. Today we need to do it in DC machine. So whether we have the partition here? No. So yesterday we created partition where in the member server. So very small partition size we have created, something about 300 MB, something like that. Yes. But today we need to create the partition where in DC machine. So will it be created automatically? No, we have to create it. We have to create it. So how to create it? You see here. You see here. So as we have discussed yesterday, how to create a partition, same thing we will do. First to press Windows X. First to press Windows X and pressing on the keyboard Windows X, go to the disk management. Now take the space from the C drive. How to take it? Select the C drive, right click. Now go to the option, shrink volume. Select it, right click. Click on shrink volume. Now here 25 GB is there. Out of that around 10 GB is used, 15 GB is free. So I'm taking about 11,000 MB means 11 GB space I'm taking. So you also take around 11 GB because this will be useful for the coming practicals like WDS, IIS. So many practicals will be there. So in the server, we need to have minimum 10 GB. So you take better 10 to 11 GB, not less than that. Okay. So in the client, we used only one time that security level permission. So only 300 I used. But in server, compulsory minimum 10 to 11 GB minimum. More than that, if you create, no problem. But less than that, it will be a problem for coming practicals. Okay. So here a partition is created. Now you format it. How to format? Select it, right click, new simple volume. Next. Next, it is assigning which drive letter E. Now it is formatting with which one NTFS. If you use the FAT also, no problem for share level permission. For security level permission, it should be compulsory NTFS. So here also I'm using NTFS, no problem. Okay, now we can start the practical. So I created one new partition now here, which is about 11 GB. So go to that E drive. First create one folder. So make here one folder. Inside this folder, you create some file and folder which you want to share. So first I'm creating one folder with the name. One folder is created with the name MCSE data. Then create one file. In that file, you write some content. Now we want to share the file and directory. So I created one file, one directory. Like this, you can have any number of files and directory. Now we need to share it. So how to share it? So in Windows, the data sharing, whether it is a file or folder, can be shared with the help of the share folder. So first you create one folder. Inside that folder, whatever file or folder or both file and folder, whatever you want to share it, you keep it here. So with the share folder, we can share the files as well as directory also. So that's why I created one directory, one file. Like this, you can have a number of files in directory. So now first create one folder. Inside that folder, create some files and folder which you want to share. So will it now share it? No. Unless until you don't make your folder as a shared folder, you cannot share it. So you cannot share the data unless until you make the folder as a share folder. So how to make a share folder now? This is your folder. So then it can share the data after it has been made share folder. So how to make it a share folder? So please see here how to make the share folder. So select the folder, right click, property, make it as a share folder. Select the folder, right click, properties, go to the sharing, then click on share. Now here, uh, here you have two options. If you want to give everybody same permission, select everyone. And if you want to give different permission to different users, then select the find people. So here I want to give different permission to different users, find people. Then here I'm giving U1, domain user U1, read only. Then again, go to the find people. Now give U2, check the name. Now U2, read and write permission. So these are the different permission you can give, two different permissions. Then after that, to make it as a share folder, click on share. Don't change the setting. So this path is called UNC path. First double backward slash or DC machine name, then the share folder name. So this is how you can make a share folder. So now inside the share folder, you can keep any number of files and folder. So I kept one file, one folder, just to show you that with the share folder, this is your share folder. We can share both files in directly. Okay. So in this folder, which I made as a share folder, I have some file and some folder. This I want to share it. Okay. So how to make the share folder? I have shown you. Go to the folder, right click, property. One method is this, or this also one method. Go to the third option, share with specific people. Directly it will come here. Go to the find people, write the username, then check the name. Then what permission you want to give it. then click on share. Don't change the setting. So double backward slash DC machine name, share folder name. So this is how you can make a share folder. So now share folder is created in which the file and directory which we want to share it is kept. So now after making the share folder, you can keep the files and directory, or before make the share folder, you can create the files and directory. Then make a share folder. But anyhow, once the share folder is created, whatever data is there in the share folder can be accessed. Okay, this is the part UNC path. So what is the permission we gave? U1 read, U2 read write. Now it is working or not, how to check it? Log in as a user and check. Okay, now I'll access from the member server. So first I'll log in as a U1. Now here, this is our member server. So I want to access the share folder. So three methods are there. So first we'll see how to access the share folder using the UNC path. So you go to the Windows R, press Windows R, then double backward slash your DC machine name, enter. So can you see your share folder? Yes. So can you able to see the file and directory? Yes. So can you able to read? Yes. Can you able to write? No, you can't write. Because for you, one user, administrator given what permission? Okay. Now can you save it? Can't, because he's having only read permission. Now can you delete? Can you delete? No, he can't delete. He's having only read permission. Okay, so now it is working. Now can you delete it? With the read option, can you delete? It will not allow you. Now U1 is verified. Now log in as a U2. Same machine. Alt control insert, sign out, alt control insert. Now log in as a U2 to whom we have given the permission, read and write. Okay, now I have logged in as a U2. Now, how to access the UNC path? Go to the run command, double backward slash. You can also use the IP, either DC machine name or DC IP. This is called UNC path. So you can go to the share folder. You can able to see the data. Now he is able to read U2, yes. Now can he write? Yes, he can able to write it. because this is having got permission read and write. Now he is able to read, write, yes. Now can he delete? He is able to read and write, yes. Now can he able to delete? Yes, he can able to delete. He can able to delete. So we can save it, yes, because we have given read write. So if you have read write, can you delete it? Yes, you can delete it. So you two having read write, they can read, write and delete. Okay, so you are able to delete it? Yes, because you have read write permission. So this is which method? UNC method. Now, now let us create one file in the DC machine. The share folder is there. So let us create one file just to check it. Now this file also will write some data and we'll share it. So already permission is there. U1 read, U2 read write. Now, let me log in as a U1 to show you how to access the share folder through network method. So till now I have shown you how to access through the UNC path. So UNC path means you just go to the Windows R // our DC machine name where the share folder is created or DC machine IP with a double backwards. My DC IP is what 10.1. Enter. You can see the share folder. Here file is also created in the share folder. Okay, I have created outside it. Sorry, not inside. So that's why it is not visible. So let me create the file inside the share folder. Okay, now here inside the share folder we have created the file. Just log in here. Access to the share folder here. So can you able to see here file? So you have read permission U1. So you can read but can't write. Few minutes back only we have updated. Few minutes back only we have checked, no? Okay. So as a user one, you are able to access. So you can read but can't write because you have read permission. Now this is through the UNC path. So I hope you understood how to access the share folder through UNC path. Just you have to use this either DC machine name or share folder name. Now we'll see how to access the share folder through network method. Through the network method. So if you go to the computer, click on network. Here you should get the DC machine name. So you cannot access this unless until through the network method. Means directly the machine name will appear. So that can happen after we do the what? Okay. So now I'll show you through the network method how to access. So in the network method, DC machine name, we don't have to remember, it will appear in our machine or in the user's machine. So for that, as the administrator, you have to start one service. So for that, you come to the DC machine, open the server manager console, then go to the tools. Now here under the tools, you can see the services. So come to the DC machines. Then as the administrator, you go to the tools, click on services. Select here any one service and just write FUN. So you'll go to, you will find function discovery provide host and another one function discovery resource publication. So the second one we have to start. So you have to select a function discovery resource publication. So go to the function discovery resource publication, right click start. This service has to be started. Okay, the service has been started. Function discovery resource publication service restart. Restart. After that, now you check in the DC machine whether the DC machine name is appearing or not. So for that, you just go to the PC, click on network, computer or network. Now here, network discovery is turned off. So you need to turn on. Select it, turn on. Now your DC machine name is appearing.
Excuse me, sir.
In the DC machine, it is appearing. Now
Hello.
same way, it should appear to all the client. So for that, what you have to do now, just log out and re-log in and check. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the share folder? So here it is now showing again turn off. So turn on. It will ask the administrative password. So if it is not appearing, you will take one remote desktop on machine, only one machine. Just you have to give the administrator password to one of the user's machine. You will take the remote desktop. You will not tell the administrator password to the user. Just turn on the service. Now, can you see here DC machine name now? Yes. So this is called network method. So once he go to the network, he can see the DC machine from where he can access. He can access the data. So this is what called accessing the share folder through network method. Now the last method is drive letter. So the user himself, he can go to the share folder through UNC path or network method. Then here he can make a one drive letter. User can access the share folder by drive letter. Select the share folder, right click, properties. Select the folder, right click. Sorry here. Don't go to the properties. Here you can see fifth option, map a network drive. So select the share folder which you want to access with the drive letter. So as a user himself, you have to do to access the share folder with drive letter. The user himself has to access the share folder either with the UNC path or network method. So once you see the share folder, you can access that share folder with the help of the network drive. So the user has to create a network drive. So he has to first, using the UNC path or network method, see the share folder, select the share folder, right click. Then can you see after right click the option, fifth option, map a network drive. Then you can assign any drive letter. So I'm assigning drive letter Z. Which user? F1. So now, sorry, U1 user. Share folder with what name? Z. Now here, the user can go to his computer, double click on the computer. Can you see the share folder now? Directly drive letter. So he himself has to create. So with the help of this drive letter, he will just open the computer, he'll see the drive letter. So if you want to remove, the user can remove, select, disconnect. How to access the share folder with the drive letter? Go to the any one method, UNCR network method. Access the share folder. Then make a drive. Select right click, map a drive. Then any drive letter you used. Then log in as a user. You can see that drive. So I hope you understood how to access the share folder by three methods, UNC path, network method, and drive letter. Please tell me, is it clear to everyone? How to access the share folder with a network drive, share folder, and UNC path. So I repeat, share folder can be accessed by three methods. What are they? Through the UNC path, then through the network method, or through the drive letter. So please tell me, have you understood this? If you understood, we'll move to the next topic. If you have any doubt, any confusion, please ask me. Yes, have you understood everyone about the share folder, how to create share folder and access the share folder through UNC path, network method, and drive letter. All the three I have shown you. Is it clear? Okay, fine. So we'll do one more time. This time we'll do the hidden share folder. Exactly same. Just what we have to do. Hidden share folder is created by using what? The dollar. The folder name should be ending with the dollar. So we'll repeat one more time, but this time as a hidden share folder. So where we have to create the hidden share folder, again, do it in the DC machine. So go to the PC. In PC, under the PC, go to the E drive. Okay. Now we'll create one hidden share folder. So we have to do in DC machine. So you can use any name, hidden share folder. So I'm using the hidden share folder. Suppose with the name HR department. So the name, if you want to make it as a hidden share folder, the name compulsory should end with the dollar. Otherwise, it will not become the hidden share folder. So you give any folder name, but the folder name should be ending with a dollar. So now here, make it as a share folder. Since the name is ending with a dollar, so it will become hidden share folder. So select this, right click. So there is one more option to make it a share folder. So earlier I shown you through here, properties, went to the sharing, then share, then I came here, then everyone or find people. Find people mean to give different permission to different user. Everyone, same permission means select everyone. Okay. Now we can make the share folder like this also. Select, right click, share with specific people. So directly we can go there with less number of steps. So if you go from here, more steps. From here, it is shortcut, little bit less number of steps. Share with specific people. So directly you will come here. Then select here, find people. Earlier I shown you with find people. Let me go with the other option. What is the other option? Everyone. Click on everyone, then select add everyone, then give the permission. Read write, suppose. Share it. So now this is called hidden share folder. So in that hidden share folder, if you want to keep some file, keep it. Double click on that, create one file, H1, write it something. Now access the share folder, hidden share folder. Because the folder name is ending with a dollar. So it is a hidden share folder. So we have given everybody read write permission. So you log in with any user and try to access it. Now here, now this is a hidden share folder. So if you go normally with the UNC path, can you see the name? No. Our folder name is HR. So can you see? No. Now if you go with the network method also, you cannot see. So can you see the HR? No. So that's what I said. The hidden share folder can be accessed only by one method. Normal share folder can be accessed by three methods: UNC path, network method, and drive letter. But the hidden share folder can be accessed only by one method. That is through the UNC path. Here the hidden share folder can be accessed only by one method, that is UNC path. So go to the Windows R, now www dot, sorry, double backward slash, our either DC machine name or IP address. Both will work. So are you able to see here? Here, are you see the hidden share folder with what name? HR. Can you see? No. So if it is a normal share folder, you can see like this. But it is a hidden share folder. So how to check it? So for that, double backward slash, our DC machine name. So if you give like this, hidden share folder will not be will not be seen. So to access the hidden share folder, UNC path only. In that you have to know the share folder name. First you should be knowing the DC machine name or IP address. Then the share folder is created with what name. You should be knowing that name. Otherwise cannot be accessed. So hidden share folder is created with what name? You should be knowing that. So I use what name there? HR. The folder, enter. If you do like this, it will not allow to access. So how to access it? Hidden share folder is created by using dollar at the end. Okay, so same way, if you want to access the hidden share folder by UNC path, you have to give the DC machine name. Your share folder name you should be knowing, and hidden share folder is accessed by giving the what? Dollar. Hidden share folder is created also by using dollar and access also by using dollar. Now, can you see the file now? H1 file. Okay. So I hope everybody is cleared with this hidden share folder. Only you have to use the dollar to create it also and to access it also. Okay. Now the last practical. The last practical will be ABE. So in the ABE, we have to create a share folder, normal share folder. In that, we have to create a minimum 2 files. So first make it as a normal share folder. So everybody can access both the file. Now to implement the ABE, one of the files should be restricted or should be hidden. So that can be done with the help of the ABE. Now we'll see the ABE, last topic in the permission. After that, we'll have a break. After the break, we'll move to the next topic, that is profile. So let me just go to the DC machine. Okay. Now here, ABE. So go back to the DC. In the E drive, create one folder, normal folder. Create one folder. Folder name I'm putting for simplicity. Accounts. Account is a folder name. Okay. Now here we have made one folder, normal folder, accounts. In that, let us create 2 files. One normal file, which should be visible to everybody. And one a confidential file maybe, which is related with the accounts. So let us just assume like this way. So this is your confidential file. So this file you want to restrict, this file you want to allow. So this is kept in single folder. So first make it as a share folder. So select this, right click to make it as a share folder. Select the folder, right click, go to the third option, share with specific people. Now I'm going with everyone and I'm adding and giving read write permission to all the users. Then after that, click on share. Share folder is created. Now everybody will access this share folder. So now can the U1 access it? Yes. Okay. Now here, can you access the share folder? Yes. So here, just he can give the normal UNC path and network method. He can see here accounts. So how many files will be visible to him? Both the files. But what is our requirement? This file should not be visible to U1. So before ABE, it's a normal share folder. Now apply the ABE. So ABE can be done on the file. So which data you want to restrict? Select that, right click, then go to the properties, select the file which you want to restrict, property, then security. Now here, edit, write the name, which user should not access it, that name. Now don't use the allow option, use the deny option because permission is also sometimes restrictive. Deny read, which box under the deny? Deny read, read box. You have to check under deny, not under allow. Apply. Yes. Okay. Now this file will be restricted to, this file will be restricted. A2 file will be restricted to U1, but other file will be visible to him. So now you see here. Now earlier he was able to see both the file. Now only one file. He can't see the second file. He can see only first file. But if you log in with the U2, can U2 see? Yes, because we have restricted to U1, not to the U2. So now here, if you log in as a U2, now how many files he can see in the accounts? Both the files he can see. Yes. Now we want to restrict this file to everybody because I shown you how to do it to one user. Now if you want to do to everybody, how to do it? Select this, right click, properties, go to security, edit. Now here select everyone option is there. Select everyone, deny read, over, apply. Okay, fine. Now come to this, just refresh here. Now here, just to refresh here. Now go to the accounts. Now how many files is there now? To this user, only one. So it will appear only one file, not the second file. So we can restrict to one user as well as to all the users. So I hope you are following. Yes, are you following? Okay, so with this, we have completed the permission. So we did yesterday security level permission, today share level permission and ABE. In that also we discussed the hidden share folder also and ABE also. Before that normal share folder, which can be accessed by three methods, UNC, network and drive. So all the three I have shown you. So shall we have a break now? Shall we have a break? After the break, next topic, that is profile. Okay, so we'll have a break. After the break, we'll discuss next topic. Yes. Shall we continue? Yes. Shall we continue? Okay, fine. So now our next topic will be profile. So we have completed the permission. Now we have to start the next topic. After the permission, next topic is profile. So we are going to start with the profile. So normally when somebody asks about your profile, what you will tell? You will tell your information. Yes, in certain parameter, maybe your name, address, date of birth, qualification, mobile number, email IDs, like that, certain parameters. You will give your detail in certain parameters. So same way, in the operating system, profile means what? User personal setting, user personal information in terms of the folder. That is called profile here. User personal settings in terms of the folder is called here profile. So profile means what? User personal settings. User personal setting folders is called as profile. Profile is a user state environment which contain the personal settings of the user in terms of the folder. So personal setting folders of the user is called as the profile. So once we born, some things will get attached to us by default, and something we need to gain it or work it and acquire it or get it. Like once you born, you will get a name, either male or female, like that by default. Then your surname, your family name, you will get all these things default. But if you are good in some profession, that you have to become by yourself. Like you might be a good doctor, engineer, whatever field you choose. So that you have to do. So same way, there are two types of profile. Some profiles are created default, that is called local profile. Some profile has to be created, that is called roaming profile. Okay. So first of all, profile means it is a user state environment or user personal setting folders. That is called profile. So these profiles will be created once a user is created and user login from the any machine. So user personal setting folders will be created once the user login from the any machine. So their profile will be created, their folders will be created. So for each and every users, their folders will be created. Like all of us will get certain things like name, surname, male or female. Yes, certain things we will get default once we born, or with the birth we'll get certain things. So here also, when the user is created default, that user will get certain personal setting folders, each and every user. Like those folders are document, desktop, start menu icon, shortcut, application data, download, pictures, music, contact, favorites. So these are the folders. So these are the folders. So the personal setting of the users in terms of the folder are called user profile, like document, desktop, start menu, shortcut, application data, download, pictures, music, contact, favorite. So these folders will be created default once a user is created. So how many types of profiles we have? How many types of profiles we have? Two types. We have two types of profile. What are they? Local profile and the roaming profile. So how many types of profiles we have? Two types. What are they? Local profile and roaming profile. So before I go to the importance of the profile, let us take one simple example. So currently we are working on a domain model. Yes. So domain model is given like this. So in my case, my domain is created with the name zoom.com. Now here we have DC. Here some users are created. Now we have this system 1 DC, this system 2 member server. Now we have some domain users U1, U2. Now the U1 login into the system 2. He went to the C drive and created some data, U1 data. His shift is completed. He logged out. So what is the main advantage with domain user? What is the main advantage with domain model? Any user can log in from any machine. Now shift is completed. Now the another user U2 shift is started. Now he logged into the same machine, system 2. Now my question or my doubt is, can the U2 see the U1 data? So U1, before the U1, U2, U1 login and created the data where in C drive he created one data, U1 data, and he logged out. His shift is completed. He went away on that same machine. Now U2 logged in. So can the U2 see the U1 data? Can you see U1 data can be seen by U2 or not? So one of our friend Irfan written no. What about others? You have only two options, yes or no. Yes, others. You two can see U1 data. Okay, Shashank is also saying no, no. Shreyas also. So I hope, I think everybody is saying no. So let us see your answer is right or not. Let us see here. So this is my DC machine. So this is my DC machine. So in my DC machine, how can I check my DC machine? Go to the command prompt, type picnet space accounts. So here it will be showing computer role name as primary. So it is a DC machine. Now press Windows key, go to the server manager console, where the domain users will be there. The domain users will be there in ADUC console. So go to the tools and open the ADUC. So we have some domain user U1, U2, U3. Now I'll go to the member server. I'll go to the member server, log in as a U1. So this U1 has logged into where? Member server. What is the machine name? System 2. System 2. User 1. Now what he did, he opened the computer. He went to the C drive. And here he created one folder inside the C drive with the name U1 data. And in that he created some file. In the U1 data, he created one file. And he returned something. Now his shift is completed. He went away. He logged out. Now on the same machine, now U2 has logged in. Same machine, U2 has logged in. What is the advantage with the domain model? Any user can log in from any machine. No, he was just browsing. He just casually open here. Went. Oh, immediately he see, oh, one user. So he might be knowing his name. So he seen, oh, so can he see the U1 data? So user 2 has logged in same machine. So can the U2 see the U1 data? Now tell me, can he see or he can't see? Can he able to see? Yes, he can able to see. Now can he modify it? No, he can't modify. But he can see, can't modify. Can he delete? No, he can't delete. So can he delete? No. But U1 can see U2 data. Any permission we have given? Any permission I have done? No, nothing. Just I created, no. So is it good now? Is it good? One user seeing the other data? No, it's not good. So in domain model, why we are using domain model? Anyone can log in from any machine, whichever is free. With that good advantage, now one issue I'm getting. If a user writes the data, one user, if another user log in from same machine, he can able to see his data. So which is not a good thing. Now, how do you overcome this problem? What you have to do now? Okay. No hiding. How you'll do? How you'll hide it? For every user, you'll go and do it? No, no, no. So that is the importance of today's topic. That's why I did not say the answer straight away. So the answer is we should, as an administrator, we should not do anything. Just we have to tell one thing. The user should not write the data in the drive. I already told you. In Windows, if a user writes the data in the drive, yesterday also I told you, on the drive, what is the permission default? Read permission. If you create a in C drive or D drive or E drive, any drive, one folder. So on the drive, read permission will be there. So that permission will carry forward to the folder. If you create a file, that same permission will carry forward. That's what we have discussed no yesterday in the security level permission, inheritance. So now will you go as the administrator, will you go to each machine and hide it? Or will you go to each and every user to say this you do, you don't do this? No. So as an administrator, you don't have to do anything to overcome this problem. Just one simple solution is there. That solution is, so as an administrator, you have to say to your user, if you want your data should not be accessed by others, never write the data in the drive. Then immediately they will ask where I should write the data. So you have to tell them you have to write the data in any one of this folder. That is called user personal setting folder. So if a user writes the data in any one of this folder, one user cannot see other user data. We should never give the restriction also. Just we have to tell to the user, this is the advantage of profile. This is the thing we have to do. Just we have to tell to the user, don't write the data in Drive. You have to write the data in your personal setting folder. So they will ask, what is my personal setting folder? So you have to tell them, once you log in, these are the folders created, desktop, download. So you have to write in your personal setting folder so that other user also will get the same folder, but users are different. So their personal setting folders will be different. So one user cannot see other user data. That is what the local profile. Now, let me give you the example. You will get the understanding now. Suppose, suppose this is the domain machine. Now we are using the domain model. So for simplicity, I'm taking only one machine. On the top, there will be a domain model. So now U1 is logged in. Now he returned the data on his personal setting folder. What is his personal setting folder? Easy to remember is desktop. Now on the desktop, he returned U1 data. And his shift is completed. He logged out. Now on that same machine, U2 has logged in. Now U2 also will get the desktop. Now U2 desktop and U1 desktop will be same or different? Tell me. Now this is U2 desktop. That was U1 desktop. Now this is U2 desktop. Both user will get this folder, but users are different. So U1 desktop will be there, U2 desktop. So U1 desktop and U2 desktop will be same or different? Tell me. It will be same? No, absolutely wrong answer, Irfan. It will be different because users are different. So U1 desktop will be different compared to U2 desktop. See, you also have name. I also have name, but your name is different. My name is different. You will also have date of birth. I will also have, but you may date of birth may be different. Mine. At least some parameters will be different, no? So that is what called personal setting folder. For each and every user, that personal setting will be created. So U1 desktop will be different compared to U2 desktop because users are different. See here, this is U1 desktop, this is U2 desktop. Now, can the U2 see the U1 data? No, he can't see because he will not get the user one desktop. Are you understanding now? So what we have done as the administrator, we have done nothing. Just we use the profile. So this is what called local profile. So local profile is created once a user log in, and where the data will be stored on the user, on which machine is sitting on that user machine hard disk. So any changes been made that will be stored on that machine. So earlier the users data used to be document setting, but now users, C drive users. For each and every user, one folder will be created with their name under the users. So U1 data will be there in C drive users U1, U2 data, C drive users U2. U1 cannot see U2 data, U2 cannot see U1 data, provided they write their data in this personal setting folder, which is called profile. So this profile, who is creating? They are created automatically by the OS. So that's why it is called local profile. So who will create the local profile? It is created by default. So local profile will not be created by admin. So local profile is created. Local profile means local personal setting folder of the users. Local personal setting folders. That is called profile, which will be created by default. Created. Who will create it? It is created by default. No one will create, like we have discussed. Who will create the work group model? No one will create. Same way here. So local profile means local person setting folder, which is created default by the OS. So if one user writes the data in their personal setting folder, one user cannot see other user data. This is your local profile. I hope you are understanding. I'll show you practically, don't worry. Okay, let me start the practical. Now see the practical. Now I have some domain users, U1, U2, U3, where it is created in DC machine. But what is the advantage with domain user? They can log in from other machine, which is joined into the domain. So already we have joined this machine. So it is a member server. Like this, we can also have client also. Now you log in as a U1. Log in as a U1. Now this is U1 desktop. So how many machines we have? Only two machines. One DC, one member server. So this is our member server, system 2. Now which user is logged in here? U1. So this is your U1 desktop. Now I'm creating some data here. Now where I'm creating, earlier I created in C drive, but now I'm creating on my personal setting folder. Desktop is a personal setting folder. Now here, this user is writing U1 important data. Now he created one file, U1 important file. Now he has written something. Now he saved it. Now who has created this data? Who has created this data? U1 on which machine? System 2. Now once the user log in, he will get his personal setting folder. This is U1 desktop. So where this is created? This is created on U1 desktop. See here. And the machine name is system 2. Now he can also see his data from here. So where the user's data will be stored? C drive users. So now we have 3 domain user. This is U1. So once you click, so if any user asks how to remember my personal setting folder, means you have to say, when you log in, you go to your PC or computer, then go to your C drive. From there you click on users. Then you can go to your folder. Your one folder will be there with your name. You open it. So whatever folders you are seeing, that is your personal setting folder. So where the user is written, this is the user personal setting U1. So can you see his data? Yes. But now try to now here. Now can the U1 go to the U2 data? No, he cannot. Only admin can go there. So one user cannot go to other user personal setting folder. Are you following now, Irfan? Others who said yes, one user can see other user data. No, if they write in the personal setting, we cannot. You said first, yes, I think for, you said no. When I said one user writes the data in the drive. So as a U1, I written the data where in the C drive. So U1 data was here. So U2 can able to see. But now, instead of writing there in the C drive, where the user is writing the data on their personal setting folder, like U1 has written on his desktop. So these are the personal setting folders of U1. For U2 also same folders will be there, names will be same, but since the users are different, U1 desktop will be different compared to U2 desktop. Are you understanding? Now I'll log in now as a U2 on same machine. Alt control insert, log out. Now Alt control insert. Now log in as a U2 on same machine. Now U2 also will get the desktop. But can you see the U1 data? No, because U2 desktop is different. and U1 desktop is different because these are two different users. So he will also get these personal setting folders. Now see here, he'll go to the computer. Now he can go to users. Now he can open U1. No, he cannot open. He can open his folder. So this is his personal setting folder. So now this is the user to desktop. Now this is the user to desktop. Now can machine is same. We have only two machines. Machine is same. System 2. User 1 also return the data in system 2. But since users are different, their profile will be different. Folders name will be same. But U1 is different, U2 is different. So U1 desktop will be different, U2 desktop will be different. Now can the U2 see the U1 data? Can U2 see the U1 data? When he write the data on his personal setting folder, can the U2 able to see the U1 data? No. So whether we applied any permission, whether we hide anything, as the administrator, we did nothing. Just we are using the profile concept. So I hope now, did you understood the importance of profile? Profile, have you understood? So what is the advantage of profile? With the help of the profile, the user's data will be safe and secure. When the user writes the data in their personal setting folder, user data will be safe and secure. So user personal data can be protected by telling the user to write the data in their personal setting folder so that other user cannot see the other user's data if they write their data in their personal setting folder. So this is what called profile. Profile means user personal setting folders. So every user will get personal setting folder. The name will be same, but since the users are different, their personal setting folders will be different. So when the user writes the data in their personal setting folder, one user cannot see other user data, even if the same machine is used. Have you understood this? So this is your local profile. This is your local profile. So what is the disadvantage in local profile? What is the disadvantage in local profile? So now, whether I'll be getting the same machine in the company, if I'm a user, U1, will I get the same machine every day? In the domain model, will I get the same machine every day to log in? I may not be getting the same machine every day. So suppose today I got this machine, tomorrow I may get this machine. So yesterday I returned the data here, today I'm writing here. So can I see my data in the local profile? Whatever data I have written yesterday here in system 2. Now I got today system 3. So can I able to see my data? No, because you see here the data will be stored on which machine you are sitting in local profile. There only the data will be saved. So the advantage is one user cannot see other user data if different users log in from same machine. But disadvantage, if that same user log in from other machine, he cannot able to access his data because the data is stored on which machine the user is sitting there. So yesterday, the user was sitting here. So yesterday, the user was sitting here, U1. So he created the data here. So U1 was sitting here yesterday. Now today, he got this machine. Now here, yesterday he returned something on his desktop. Now U1 data he returned yesterday here. Now today he got different machine. So now can he see their data? Because when you are working, your previous data also you require to see for reference. So can the U1, same user, I'm not seeing the other user data, I'm seeing my own user data. So can the U1 see the his own data which was written in other machine yesterday? He can't. He can't. This is the problem with the local profile. So local profile advantage, one user cannot see other user data when they write the data in their personal setting folder. This is the advantage with the local profile. But disadvantage, if the We are not expected to get every day same machine. So if that user log in next day some other machine, he cannot able to access his own data from other machine because the data will be stored on that machine. So he cannot access his own data from other machine. So when he log in from other machine, his new profile will be created and he cannot see his own data which was written in other machine yesterday. He cannot see. This is the problem in the local profile. That same user cannot see his own data from other machine. If he log in from other machine, his new profile will be created and his previous data will not be available. So how to overcome this problem now? How we can overcome this problem? What you will do sharing? So this problem can be overcome by using what? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Router, no. The answer is in the slide itself, previous slide. I given you the hint. How many types of profiles are there? What are they? Local and roaming. So who will create the local profile? No one will create. It is created default. So in local profile, what is the advantage? One user cannot see other user data if they write their data in their personal setting folder. That is called local profile. But what is the disadvantage in local profile? That same user cannot access his data when he log in from the other machine. So this problem can be overcome by using what? Yes, Vinay is right. No permission, Shashank. No permission. Just we have to use roaming profile. Yes, Aishwarya Pranav is correct. Are you following? So how to overcome the problem of the local profile? We have to go to the roaming profile. So who will create the local profile? No one. But who has to create the roaming profile? Who has to create the roaming profile? Yes, admin. Yes, Pranav. Same like workgroup model, domain model. Domain model has to be created by admin. So that we will see in our next class. So tomorrow there is no session as it is Sunday. So day after tomorrow when we meet, we will discuss what? Roaming profile. So that when the user log in from any machine, he can access his data, but others cannot access. So that will be the concept in roaming profile. So every company uses only like domain model. No company uses work group. Same way, every company uses only roaming profile. No company uses local profile. So roaming profile has to be created. How to create? We'll see on Monday. So what is the dual advantage with roaming profile? One user cannot see other user data. At the same time, that user, same user, if he log in from any machine, he can see his own data from any machine. So for that, roaming profile is useful. So about the roaming profile, we'll see on Monday. Okay. So can I stop the session for today? So on Monday, we'll start the session with roaming profile. So that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. I'm closing the session. See you on Monday.